Okay, kids, so I have finished working on the intake manifold. You can see up inside here the great stuff. This stuff here, when it gets dried, I will scrape out. It doesn't need to be there. And down here on this one here, same thing, we'll just scrape and clean it out. You can see I've got the great stuff, was on both surfaces and dried for 90 minutes and then clamshelled together. So we got 1, 2, 3 screws on each of these. And that should hold the intake manifold together. You see down inside of there we have our metal aluminum plate. So we have an aluminum plate on top of the plastic, and then this will bolt down onto the gasket on the aluminum head so it's fully supported. The other thing I have to do is see how that surface there is kind of convexed or concaved. Anyway, gonna get some JB weld and flatten that out tomorrow. And I think this side here might need the same treatment, and the back of the manifold will need the same treatment again. So lots of stuff to do here tomorrow. But it's actually coming along very quick. The intake manifold is largely reassembled. All I have to do is put some new O-rings on the fuel injectors, and they'll be ready to insert. And 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Here's my PVC hose. Got a new hose for that. Cleaned it up, make it look a little better. Here are my new U-joints. Got to get those on tomorrow too. These are a nice heavy-duty joint with, you have a Zerk fitting on them for greasing. So it's a very nice heavy-duty U-joint. And we'll do that tomorrow. We'll get the engine stand ready to go tomorrow. And I just finished, it's like 11 o'clock right now, so I just finished doing a bunch of stuff. I have my rear coolers on the heads, my cooling adapters that improve cooling in the back end of the heads. And then also I have a inline block heater, and it gets installed somewhere right in here, and it will get heat will rise and go into the engine, and it circulates that way. So that'll be good. And you see all the heads here, nice painted, clean, everything is very good looking. There's my new tension idler, and then tried to get a new idler wheel here, and this one, the old one, works great, but I got 2 of them in at Napa, and both of them were I grabbed it and held it by the bearing and spun it, and you could feel that there was something crunchy in the bearing, so we stopped that. Okay, I can see that I am going to have to hit the, this is my new harmonic dampener, so I'm going to hit that with some cleaner solvent to get oil out of the grooves there, because that will just make noise, and I do not want a squeaky belt. What else we got going? So we have the headers are on now. This is the left side. There's the oil cooler, and I've got a Fram and a Napa Gold filter on there. And these things are kind of interesting. It has bolts on over towards the front of the engine that comes across. The motor mount bolts through it, and then it ends up back here. And then we have the two cooling lines that come off of there. I'm going to get some something to clean those, protect those, like some 1-inch split loom. Then another thing you got to do is get down here and degrease the frame. That's got to get cleaned up. But other than that, we're getting close. It's getting exciting. Back on the road. So, I guess that is it for now. Yeah, here is my break-in oil, purple by Valvoline. Break-in oil, engine break-in oil. Here is my Xerox 5050 orange antifreeze. I guess that is supposed to be pretty good. It's very neutral, neutralizing any electrolysis or interaction between dissimilar metals, and prevents rust and all that good stuff, and it has a higher cooling value. So anyway, well, yeah, and so I'm very happy I got my new or the headers on with got the correct bolts on everything now. This side is easier to do. No, wait, this is the hard side, or is it the easy side? No, I can't remember. Maybe this was the hard side over here. Yeah, this is the hard one. You see this last bolt down there is very tight. And so you kind of have to put the header on and then hold it out so that you can get the nut in there. And then you have to have just enough clearance in there so that the bolt isn't hitting the header. Okay. So there we go. As I say, 11 o'clock or something like that, so it's night time. Oh boy. Yeah, good things coming. But yeah, this worked out really well. These coolant adapters on the back of the heads, they work on all the modulars, or they'll work on any engine with a 5 1/4 inch knockout plug that is accessible on the back of the head. But they definitely do help cool the engine. Okay. So let us go night-night, and I will see you on the next exciting video. Yeah, I've been living in the camper for like 3 months now, so I think I'll just kind of not show you the inside because it's a mess. All right.